Disclaimer, I do not hate BBTReacts, although maybe in the future I might, but as of right now, I do not. Before this video starts, I would like to say that I have started to go back to school, so my upload schedule will probably be a little bit slower, so I apologize for that. Some of the people in my comment section told me to send this video, so I'm going to be doing that. And this video will probably take me a very long time to edit, and it's probably going to be a very long video, so if you plan on watching this whole thing, I don't know, get something to eat while you're watching this. So yeah, let's get into this very long video. First of all, for whatever reason, Billy decided to age restrict this video. The original wasn't age restricted, so why is this? Because of your bad language? Because the legal adult age in the US is 18, I'm going to add 18 cents for this. Also, the highest quality this video could go to is 480p. The original could go all the way to 1080p. The bad quality of this video isn't my fault. I appreciate you giving credit to the original creators, but at this point, you literally just profit off of them. Also, no age warning?
Give me a beer.
Do you ever drink water?
Alright, this is Billy Bob Tanley here, people, and this is a request from JC Productions, and it was uploaded by Death Battle, and the name of this video is Saitama versus Popeye, One Punch Man versus Thimble Theater. What the? Okay, let's just check it out here. Death Battle drugs.
Saitama.
Okay.
Punch Man. Popeye, the Sailor
Why
Man.
Popeye?
East versus
Are you fucking kidding me? And this video is 23 minutes long.
Okay, I'm going to be brutally honest here, but the fact that you were getting this mad over this non-canon hypothetical fight is pretty immature of you.
Warriors may
Popeye's he don't have superpowers.
I suppose, but later in the video, Popeye is shown performing superpower-like acts, so...
belie impossible strength.
One Punch Man is gonna beat the fuck out of this bitch.
I originally agreed with Billy about this before I watched this video. However, there is one problem with this statement. Billy has never watched One Punch Man, so he literally doesn't know any of Saitama's abilities. He's just assuming Saitama is strong enough to defeat Popeye, adding 5 cents for this unjustified opinion. Also, calling Popeye the B word.
Analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
I can't believe you're even putting Popeye here. Why are you doing a gay dance for?
What?
Life is pain.
I don't get some of these videos, people.
The challenges we face during our brief sojourn on this tiny blue marble are what make us human. They light a fire in our soul.
I still haven't watched One Punch Man.
Without them,
I don't have time to watch anything anymore.
But you have time to watch these videos and whine and complain through all of it?
It's a little early in the day.
And I got slow internet. I don't know when I'm gonna get my fast internet. February, hopefully,
For
somewhere.
this failed salaryman, all it took to get that fiery passion back was to save this
Balls chin
child from a crab monster in underwear.
What the fuck am I watching here?
This man was Saitama, and he was going to be a superhero.
And so he trained, pushing his body beyond its
the
limits
bald-headed
and
One Punch
the
Man.
boundaries of humanity.
So hard, his friggin' hair fell out.
Saitama's strength grew
Damn.
exponentially day by day, with the
And he
goal
looks
of
so
becoming
weird.
the greatest hero who ever lived.
And much to his horror, that's
He
exactly
doesn't
what
look like he
got.
belongs in that show.
Why? Because of stylistic reasons?
Punch.
You should be happy to kill everybody in one
Too
punch.
strong.
Saitama wants to gain thrill during a battle, but because of his immense strength, he is unable to. This is why he was enraged in that last scene.
Became the one.
You can get
the
rich.
Only, the infamous Kate Baldy.
You're a superhero. You can beat up all the bad guys.
One Punch Man. As in, he can't help but beat almost every opponent he's faced in exactly one punch.
Well, that's
One
good.
Friggin' punch. And
Why do you
the
want to-
universe with some pretty
I don't
whacked
get
out
it.
monsters, like a giant who's over a quarter
If you're just
of a
wanting a
kilometer
challenge,
tall and
that's
can
stupid.
stomp cities
Okay, I'm giving you 10 cents for thinking this is stupid when you don't know any of the source material.
sized craters into the earth.
Or an Esper who can effortlessly pull giant meteors from outer space.
Damn.
Or a monster king who
One
shaved
Punch
off
Man's
a
not really-
rocket from the
it don't have that
Earth's
many
surface
episodes
and
for what I've
lifted it
seen.
into the stratosphere.
I think there's a season 2, but no one talks about season 2, so it must have been really bad.
During their
Most people find season 2 to be worse than season 1. Also, people do talk about season 2 mainly for this reason.
battle, that same Monster King absorbed this huge chunk of the Earth's core and fired it at Saitama.
Who
Damn.
blocked it by squirt gunning some lava at it. The lava
Wow.
he was bathing in.
See, the guy's invincible.
And then he punched him.
But he's not really a
Saitama's
god, but
created
he's...
after images just by
I don't
hopping side
know.
to side,
I've never watched the
defeated
show.
a martial arts master with
It ain't
his
supposed to make
butt
sense, I guess.
And survived the inhospitable vacuum of space after being kicked all the way to the moon and
Shit.
before jumping back to Earth in about 16 seconds.
Okay,
That's
he can also
8%
get back
speed
to the
of
Earth.
light.
Kinda like the time he blocked attacks from this
I wouldn't mind
alien
having his
who stated
powers.
to move near light speed.
I would
Or
always
punch
wear a
so
disguise,
fast
though,
as
because
to
I don't want
start
everybody knowing
motion.
where I was
You
at.
know, that thing that happens when you approach the speed of light?
Saitama utilizes his
I would use
absurdly
those abilities to
superhuman
make me
strength
some
and speed
money.
with techniques
You know,
like
make a
his
living.
devastating
Live comfortable.
normal
What does being strong have to do with obtaining wealth?
punch. And if he wants to amp it up, the consecutive normal punches.
Are you kidding me?
She's
Those
one
are
punch,
his
man.
attack names? What kind of
He's got a lot of
self-respecting
punches.
anime
Serious table
protagonist is
flip,
he?
Plain
serious
and
squirt
simple,
gun.
he's a
What?
satire of one. Instead of seeing his
But
journey
why
from
are
the
you putting
beginning
him
and enjoying his
against
struggle to the
Popeye
top,
of all
we
people?
join him when he's
What the
already
fuck are
there.
you guys smoking?
Basically, man.
Because later in this video, these guys explain Popeye's superhuman abilities and how he can compete against Saitama.
Imagine if Goku went Super Saiyan in his fight against Jackie Chun. Kinda sucks all the drama out of it, doesn't it?
And that's the point.
Actually, I
Far from
probably
the
would've
power
shot me.
fantasy the genre is known for, Saitama's life became an existential nightmare. Without suitable conflict, the struggle that had heretofore defined
He's
him
bald and he's
became
powerful.
meaningless. His new reality was inescapably boring.
Which is really saying something.
Just 'cause you
He
can beat everybody in
just
one
make
punch.
mountains
How's that
without even
boring?
hitting them. Or
Because there's no thrill. I'm not going to explain this again. You all already know.
shatter asteroids that rank a 9 on the Torino scale. For those
What
not
the
in
hell?
the Torino, that's equal to 1 trillion tons of TNT.
You know I don't understand everything you're talking about with this
That
glib
would be
grip shit,
100
whatever that
push-ups,
is.
100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run every single day.
Damn, I'll be visiting other planets,
That's
I
it.
guess.
You've
I don't
got to be
know.
shitting me.
It doesn't
Can he
make
breathe in
sense because
space?
it's
I
not
guess he can 'cause he
allowed to
made the
make
Earth.
sense.
How's he going to breathe with no oxygen? Saitama was holding his breath in space. He can probably hold it much longer than the average human, though.
To be fair, though, to someone who
Oh,
isn't
fuck, I
already
don't
a
need to see him
trained
half naked
soldier or
now.
athlete, keeping that workout routine every day for
He looks
years
bonier in
is
some
pretty much
scenes, though.
impossible.
Well, 100 push-ups and sit-ups are technically
Ah.
doable, especially if you
I'm
space
not
them
good
out.
with push-ups.
Doing 100 squats
No matter
and
how
then
thin I
running
am,
half a
how
marathon
heavy I am, I just can't do
every
them.
single
That's called being out of shape. You complain about cots being out of shape when most of the time they're around the same size as you.
day
It
would
kills me. I
absolutely
mean, I've done a
destroy
few,
your
but
legs.
Put simply,
I can't do like a
effective
large
workouts
amount.
involve shredding muscle fibers at the micro level, then allowing them time to
Why are we
repair
talking about
themselves
muscle
more
all of a
durable than
sudden?
before.
Do you actually not know? Literally a few seconds earlier, these guys were talking about Saitama's workout routine to get his immense strength. God, I'm honestly surprised how you don't know this. I guess you were talking over the video and missed the important info. I'm going to add 50 cents overall for you talking over important info throughout this video. I'm not saying Billy shouldn't be talking at all, because he's a reactor, but he should at least pause the video. I saw you doing this in some of your Nikocado reactions, so why not here?
This repair process requires hydration.
We just wanna talk about the fucking
protein,
abilities they
and
have.
lots of sleep.
But
This ain't
Saitama's
no
workout
fucking
schedule
exercise
doesn't give them
nutrition
time to
video.
repair, which means he was basically just ripping himself to shreds over and over and over. After a few days, he
I really
should
don't
have
need to
been
see
able to
you
move,
on here,
but he
though.
just kept going.
There might be an explanation.
Okay.
Take the brilliant scientist Dr.
You know, I can
Jeeves,
understand the
whose
video
half century
better
of
if you
research
don't
into
show
evolution
yourselves.
Saitama erased in, well, one punch. According to Genus's hypothesis,
These guys just annoy me.
Saitama's
I'd rather just
training
hear them in
broke his
commentary instead
limit.
of having to look at
Basically,
them.
every
Well, you're just saying your opinion on this. This isn't these two guys' fault, because not everyone is going to think this.
living thing on Earth has a limit to their natural abilities. At some point, no matter how badass they are, they'll plateau.
I'm ready to get. Let's talk about
Have I
Popeye.
peaked? I gotta go to the gym.
Well, Saitama trained so hard, he literally defied the laws of nature and
Damn.
reality.
Well,
He
he's
just
super
breaks
powerful.
The logic of his world. He crushed the entire field of evolutionary
Why's he gotta be
biology
naked?
in
What the
palm
hell?
of his hand.
And while he has stated that his strength did eventually stop growing, it's pretty clear he's never gotten close to showing it off in full.
Oh, so his strength did quit growing?
Godlike alien conqueror
So eventually
Lord
something might catch up to
finally
him? Is that what you're
broke out
saying?
his
No, that's not what these guys are saying.
Furious punch. A blow where
He can beat the
punches
fuck out of
a
Superman.
little
He probably could with how Superman is portrayed in the movies, but in the comics, Superman is much more powerful.
harder than normal.
And reflected
Well, good
Boros'
luck finding another
collapsing
being out there that
star-boring
could
cannon.
level
I
him.
think that's an attack name. An energy blast that was going to blow up the friggin' planet. That's over 50 zetatons of TNT.
Damn.
Like a quadrillion of the
Shit.
world's strongest nukes going off at once.
Super
Despite
powerful,
his
people.
obvious and overwhelming power, Saitama's accomplishments were never
He's the
officially
Airbender's
recognized,
brother.
as if no one in their right minds could believe a psych ward Charlie
See, he looks
Brown
different
could
there.
save the world.
Well, he doesn't
He don't look
seem
like
to
Charlie
mind.
Brown, he
Almost
just
as
looks
if
like somebody
being
else.
removed from anything resembling conflict gave him a perspective on how
See, he had
truly
muscle in
can
one
drive
part,
his
now he
work
looks
in.
bony
Only
again, so I don't get
Saitama's
it.
the only
I think this has something to do with Saitama's personality. He could go from acting and looking like an average person with no apparent qualities to looking strong and bold.
one in on the joke.
I'm
Because
so
who cares
confused.
about how far up their own ass a super
You
villain
talk, yeah,
is?
these guys talk
Let's
way
go
too
with your
fucking
buzz and
much.
play video
But yet you talk over the video without pausing it makes sense.
games.
Maybe that was the real lesson all along. Not to value our lives based on our accomplishments, but on the time
Is this
we
going
spend
between both
living
seasons or
and
something?
enjoying life's simple pleasures.
I'll leave that to Saitama, and I can't think
I never
of anything
watched
more
any of them.
pleasurable than punching so hard my name becomes a byword
What
for
the fuck?
literally unbeatable. The dude is the undisputed king of broken anime characters. Because
Broken
until
anime
Saitama
character.
finds his equal, he's gonna end all his fights in.
You know he's eventually gonna find his equal. 'Cause that's the only way the show's gonna get better.
Popeye the Sailor Man.
Yeah, we gotta hear you sing now.
Sailor Man.
God, this old shit. This is very old.
Man, he sounds like he smokes a pack of Marlboro Factories every day. And
Black
if you
and
ever
white
wanted to know
Popeye,
what
and you got
angry
color
cat
Popeye.
sex sounds like, he can sing.
I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
He's so dumb.
Why?
Exactly, do you know? Never mind. Popeye's origins are humble. Born to the cruelly named
It's kind of a
Deck
boring
Pep,
show if you
Popeye
ask
was,
me.
immediately upon birth,
I never watched it when it looked like
ugly.
this, though.
So ugly, his father fled in embarrassment of his spawn and never returned.
So Popeye grew up
His
with
father
a chip
looks
on
just
his
like him,
shoulder and
though.
a pop in his eye, especially after discovering his higher calling, beating the snot out of people.
Don't worry.
You know you're not
Popeye's
doing
fists are
Popeye
righteous,
good
only
by putting him
spilling
up
the
against
snot of those who
One Punch
deserve it.
Man. It's kind of
Inspired by his
fucked up.
adopted father,
But this battle is completely non-canon and fictitious, so how's this messed up to you?
Whaler Joe.
You just
Popeye
did
set
that
out
'cause
to
you wanna
put
see him get
combat
the shit
prowess
made
to
out
the
of
test
him?
and joined the Navy, becoming a true sailor man.
It was there he learned the sweet
What the
science
hell's
of
going on
boxing
there?
and to battle against World War II era racial stereotypes. I'm being non-specific, not just for sensitivity,
Damn.
but because there are so many examples.
Originating in the
It's
era
Popeye
of
for you.
rubber hose animation, Popeye's body is
Can we just
essentially
get to
made
the
of
more current,
rubber,
not
able
current,
to
but the
stretch,
Popeye
twist, squish,
in later
squash
years?
any way he likes.
What's the problem with showing this version?
Or rev
the
up
films
his arm
didn't
for a
look like
punch that'll knock
that.
you around the planet.
Popeye's punches are fascinating.
You know, that's
Scientists
just a goofy
incorporate their
cartoon. I don't
targets
think he would
into
have those type of
composites and elements,
powers.
like turning
But he does have these type of powers.
anchors into fish hooks.
Oh, yeah, he can do that
alligator
all the
into
time. You know,
handbags,
it's-
and several
never
Native
mind.
Americans, you know, I don't even want to know.
I think the reason's pretty simple, Wiz.
The show wasn't meant to be like a superhero
thing.
thing.
He wants. He can shoot fire from his corncob pipe, pull a canyon closed, punch bolts of lightning out of the
Shit,
air.
I can't
and
believe
even
you
give
guys
the
are doing
sun
this.
a black eye.
Judging by the distance the sun is from the Earth, as well as the time it took for the high striker puck to reach it, the puck must
Why?
be moving at
Never mind.
500 times the
I-
speed
I
of
can't
light.
process
In order
this.
to generate that force, Popeye must swing his fist just as fast.
One punch,
Hell,
man.
He's even shadowboxed
Popeye.
so fast, he somehow occupied two places at once and hit himself.
So,
Is that the
was he
Boomerang
just
channel?
born this
Yeah, I
way?
remember that
Is
a little
being
bit.
ugly the secret to pulling insane bullshit
Well,
superpowers
Popeye can't make
out
up
of
his
your
mind.
ass?
Does he want to be
'Cause if
colorful
so,
or black and
you might
white?
want to get up.
Are you saying Popeye is responsible for the black and white and color animation? You know that's not his fault, right?
On that, buddy.
Ha ha, no. The secret to Popeye's immense physical strength
Spinach,
is
of
simply
course,
the virtue of nutrition.
He always eats his spinach and then he gets strong.
Specifically, Popeye
It's not gonna
has
help
spent his
against One
life
Punch
consuming
Man, though.
a miracle
When Popeye eats the spinach, he basically becomes invincible, so why not?
herb that has turned him from a mere sailor into a veritable
Yeah,
god.
Popeye, I was watching the show and I said, I want to try spinach out. And I did. I went,
You'll never get me to
Alright, this is pretty funny. I have to remove a sin for it.
eat my grains, damn you!
That's the
It's
first time I
only
tried
animal
spinach.
flesh and grain alcohol for me!
Originating in Persia, Spinacia oleracea is a
Oh.
leafy green nutrient and antioxidant-rich vegetable that can help prevent cancer and reduce blood pressure.
And
Everything
apparently
causes cancer,
imbue your
though.
bias-
If you know anything about food, You know how ridiculous this point is, adding 10 cents.
Except with the power of God and anime.
While a normal
This
can
is not
of
an
spinach
anime.
contains about 44 calories, when used in Popeye's world, its effects are multiplied. Not only does it immediately
Yeah,
increase
you can't
Popeye's
take
already
any of this
impressive strength and
seriously.
speed even further, it
Just
makes
like the
him
Goku
virtually
versus Superman,
impervious
it's all a
to
big
harm.
fucking
It
joke.
lets him
Well, most people disagreed with what you said in that video, so this is more your fault than these two guys.
fly, turn invisible.
You'll never know who
shape-shift
would
his
win
body
because
into
guess
literally
what? They don't
anything,
exist in the same
and even
universe.
survive the
Yeah, so what? Both of these guys possess immense strength and power even when they're not in the same universe.
universe getting turned
Shut
on.
up.
That's right.
I
This
just said
big
it.
whatever the hell that thing is apparently God, and he turned off reality in order to
Whatever,
kill Popeye
man.
and his friends. Cause why not? Except guess what? Popeye was
Do I
fine.
really need to look at you right now? I don't wanna look.
Because he eats his spinach.
I wonder what its nutritional content is like. Well, let's find out.
Is this a newer video?
with math.
No!
Well, don't
A
expect me to understand.
spinach in Popeye's world was once able to grow a beanstalk so tall it reached into outer space.
I don't
all the way
consider
to a nearby
Popeye
solar
as an
system and
anime.
shattered
It's an
this
old
stylized yellow
cartoon.
star.
Earlier in the video, these guys jokingly said Popeye has the power of God in anime. That is a reference to a viral meme from around 2017. In other words, Billy believes these guys genuinely called Popeye in anime, which they obviously didn't.
By measuring the volume of this spinach stalk and including the caloric density of regular spinach, we can calculate one single can of
Yeah, I already-
Popeye spinach
I already got
contains
lost what
over
you're talking about,
46
so,
undecillion
yeah.
calories. That's over 700 octillion
Fuck
times
math,
greater
man.
than the total calories the average person will
I don't want to
consume
see
over
that.
their
Why you
entire
gotta put
life.
something eating in the
That's over
background?
46 million Yoda tons of TNT. Enough to destroy, well, a star. Or
Yeah, I'm
enough
sure.
to punch your annoying neighbor
You just
so
don't know
hard
what the
that
fuck
when
yous
they
are talking
land,
about.
they
You're just making up
nuke the
numbers.
Earth.
I can do that shit too. And I can measure the charts of the universe by putting 6 over here, 7 there, and 20 in that direction. I understand mathematical science stuff.
I
Of
wonder,
kilotons.
is that
See,
enough
I can just
power
shout out
rocket
gibberish
ships
bullshit
so
too.
fast to travel
Okay, I have a few things to say here. First of all, you claim these numbers are fake. Undecillion is a real number, and Yodaton is a real measurement of the strength of a bomb/TNT. Also, how are these numbers fake? Can you give a well thought out explanation? Also, 6, 7, and 20 of what? You say you can do this, but you're not even specifying anything.
backwards in time? Yeah, 'cause that happened. I only know
The
of one
fuck?
type of herb that'll take you through time. Whatever
Who's that?
kind of spinach it is, it sure ain't normal.
Not true. Popeye doesn't consume some special magical.
It's green
spinach.
shit.
Any kind will do, even if it's handed to him by the
the hell?
audience in the real
Is that the
world
Popeye movie?
watching his cartoon.
He can summon cans to his side by whistling for them, praying to gods, painting them into reality, or just
You know
waving
what?
his hands.
I'm ready to just get to the
Literally
fight
been
already.
disintegrated
I just want to see
into
One
nothing.
Punch Man, just
And
one
his
punch this
nothingness
motherfucker.
grabbed a spinach
That's
can
on the
out of
Cartoon
nowhere
Network.
and
What
ate
the
it.
hell?
Nothing ate it. His nothing.
Ooh.
And then he came back with his. I don't know.
He can even
I don't
punch
know
so
either.
hard he
I don't know what the
tears
fuck yous are
film
talking
being
about.
animated
I used to
on.
watch Popeye a little bit.
Exit his
He ate his
cartoon,
spinach,
beat
he beat the
the
fuck
shit
out
out
of
of his own
Bruno,
anime.
Pluto, whatever his
Popeye
fucking name is,
basically
and
fought
saved
two
Olive
different
Oil,
versions of
which is the
God and
ugliest,
whooped
one
their
of the ugliest
asses.
bitches I've ever
Still,
seen.
He's a pretty chill
Yeah, there's the
broski,
movie.
Considering he's basically a spinach-eating
The movie version looks like he could beat
But
this
he's
fucker.
always
Right?
down for a scrap. So if you
Shit.
decide to antagonize him, be aware you're messing with one of cartoon's all-time heavyweight champions. And
Yeah.
for your own sake, eat
I'm sure,
fucking vegetables.
how about just shut the fuck up and get to the fight?
Billy, this is a commentary channel. They're supposed to explain each character's abilities. The fact that you're telling them to shut up is so annoying. I'm adding 25 cents and moving on.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data.
All right, here we
for
go,
all
people.
possibilities.
10 years. Okay, he's out shopping, and he just happens to walk upon a Popeye
So
shit.
expensive. No thanks.
So that's how it works.
There's no one bad-mouthing me spinach. Put 'em up, yes, big palooka.
The fuck?
Whatever.
Wow.
What did it do with her?
Damn, Popeye, what the fuck? He looks a little different. Okay, why isn't One Punch Man just... He can't feel that, I don't think. Anybody can punch him, knock him through roofs or doors, whatever. He ain't gonna feel it, though. I guess he's immune to pain, too, right?
Saitama isn't immune to pain. He's just not being hit hard enough to feel anything.
Well, blow me down. You ain't got a scratch on yas.
I know, right? Overwhelming strength is so boring.
Not if you know how to put it to good use, it ain't gonna be boring.
But he already knows how to.
I can't read that.
What the fuck? There you go. I thought the fight was gonna drag a little bit more than that. So all that build up, all that talk just led to this one little moment. You just murdered Popeye, which... No, Popeye cannot survive that. No.
True, but Popeye actually has the ability to resurrect himself by eating the spinach.
There's blood everywhere. This is just fucking dumb. Come on. Punch him again. No, Popeye does not have these type of powers. What the fuck you doing?
I guarantee you're saying this because Popeye was never shown using this exact power. These guys thoroughly explained Popeye's strength earlier in the video, so it's not surprising that Popeye can do this.
This is just some bullshit added. No. Spinach never did do that to Popeye. Just punch him again. Damn. Popeye's not some kind of god, he's a human being.
Same thing with Saitama.
What the fuck did you transform to this for? Go back to the original thing. This ain't a video game now. I guess the budget was, I don't know.
I think this animation change is cool, but at this point, I'm not surprised of you hating on this.
I'm just a guy who's a hero for fun.
I'm just the guy who just don't understand the fucking bullshit drugs in this video. You know what? Just kill Popeye off. He's getting very annoying.
What do you know? How am I gonna get back home?
The hell? One Punch Man, quit playing around. Don't destroy the planet. It's just Popeye. It's not like you're fighting against some super mega god. You know you didn't have to do all that.
I suppose, but I think I know why Saitama is doing this. First of all, Saitama was heavily underestimating Popeye's strength until he ate the spinach and revived himself. Secondly, Saitama probably wanted to make the fight more interesting and thrilling, which could explain why he broke off a chunk of the earth.
Wow. Just wow. I guess go eat your spinach, people. Okay, now they're having like an identity crisis. They don't know what kind of form they want to take on.
Are you talking about the animation style? If so, you know the animators are responsible for that, right?
What the fuck? I don't know. Just roll with it. Popeye looks fucked up. Where to get that power boost? I don't know.
The spinach?
He must have been training with Superman or some shit. Still ain't gonna be enough. What the fuck? That's not Popeye. Who the fuck is that? Popeye on roids, I guess. Damn. This just went to a whole different direction. I don't know what to make of this anymore.
This is amazing.
This is not Popeye and One Punch Man. This is just something else. I don't like this Popeye. He's creepy. No. That's not how that would work. One Punch Man would kill him.
But he isn't right now, so what are you talking about?
Okay, what the hell happened to One Punch Man? His body looks different. Looks like a little kid now.
My heart's beating so fast. My muscles ache.
Cuckoo.
I can feel them again.
No, Popeye cannot give him a run for his money.
That's all I can stand, 'cause I
If Popeye could do this, Superman could have done a lot more. What the hell? Or Goku or something.
Comparing this battle to the Goku and Superman battle is crazy. Those are completely different scenarios, so how could they have done more if Popeye is doing all of this?
Never thought it would happen. A serious fight. I found it!
I can't take this seriously, period. Anybody remember Popeye doing this shit in the original show? Well, I know you just watched Popeye, I'm sure. What the fuck? No, come on. I'm calling it now. This is a damn dream. This ain't real. No. Popeye cannot kill One Punch Man. Eggs. The fuck? How the basic? What the fuck's going on? I don't get the joke.
It's honestly unfortunate how you don't get this joke, because it's very clever. When Popeye punches an object, that object could turn into something different. For example, when he punches this bull, the bull turns into forms of meat and bones off screen. Saitama's head looks like an egg, which is why he turned into a bunch of eggs right here. So yeah, that's the joke.
Gamble, but now he is scrambled. I'm Popeye.
You fucking serious? Okay, these guys are running out of ideas.
Oh, well, I guess you could say that fight was over.
You guys are just fucking dumb.
From this point to the end of this video, there should be a whole sinning spree. The amount of times Billy says salty and disrespectful things to these two guys is worth at least 50 more sins overall.
Saitama's whole gag that he can't lose?
It is, but it's more nuanced than that. Despite
No.
breaking his limiter, Saitama's
No,
strength...
all this never happened, people.
But it just did. I know it wasn't canon, but still.
Breaking his
It's
limiter
not
meant
even possible.
His potential strength was likely infinite, but there's nothing left in his world.
You guys were
powerful
just
enough
doing
to
a
push him
bunch of
against
drugs and you
Popeye.
decided to put this
Bodybuilders
shit
with
together and
5
make it
pound
legit.
dumbbells.
He
Okay.
also doesn't possess some magical ability to kill someone in one punch regardless of effort.
You're just fucking
Powerful
dumb
adversaries
with all your
Boros
math
Garo
and
have
bullshit
survived his
you add
blows
up.
repeatedly, albeit briefly. And he's never met anyone quite like Popeye the Sailor.
Yeah,
According
Popeye.
to the
He can
manga,
also beat
One
Goku
Punch
and
Man's
Superman
gag is
too.
that
Not the comic Superman.
Saitama is an anime protagonist.
I guess now
at the
Popeye's the
end
new
of
One
his
Punch
series,
Man. Super
left it at
God,
the beginning of his
undefeated.
series, where
But Popeye usually doesn't defeat his opponents in one punch, so...
he's too strong to have a challenge.
So, if we know Saitama's strength does
I don't
have a
care
limit,
what you all have to say
We
at
know
this
he can
point.
deflect
I don't give a
Boros'
fuck.
plant-destroying blast,
You don't make
but he
any
was
sense.
clearly super
You're wrong
casual
about
it.
everything
He may have
here.
called it his serious punch, but that's the joke. He's only now
Popeye
getting kind
cannot-
of serious.
Oh
in order
my
to get as
God.
generous a number as possible,
You used to
let's
scoot to
assume
a whole
Saitama
different
was
level
exerting the
here.
least amount of effort he
Pissed me
could
off
to
enough with the
throw
Goku and
punch.
Superman
Since
thing,
he's
but
still technically a
fucking
human, we can't
Popeye,
say
I'm
the
one
ratio
punch.
between the least amount of effort possible
I'm about to
and
just
most
get up
is
and just throw
relatively
shit.
consistent with other humans.
Oh
Let's
my
just say
God,
he
you
burned
make me want to jump
equivalent
out
of only one
fucking
calorie
window right
relative to
now
the strongest
into the
punch
fucking
in the world,
lava.
which
Are you implying there's lava outside your house? Where do you live? In a volcano?
was over 1,000 joules. For reference,
Whatever,
the
man.
average
Say what
person
you
burns
want.
About 1 calorie a minute doing absolutely
He
nothing.
ate his
So that's
spinach.
assuming Saitama is literally as casual as physically possible.
That'd make his strongest punch about 200 times greater than his weakest. Using Boros' energy blast as a base,
I'm trying to come up with something to say.
Saitama's theoretical strongest punch would be over 11 yotatons of
My
TNT.
brains have left
That's
me.
absolutely
I think I might have 1 or 2
insane.
cells
Enough to
left.
annihilate Uranus 4 times over.
Well, that's impressive, but that's still far less than Popeye's star-busting power, which was millions of
This is
times
the dumbest
greater.
one I've ever seen.
Only an estimate. We don't know.
There's another dumb one I watched too, but I don't remember what it
the point
was.
is,
But this
whatever
is
it may
top
be,
small.
It can be measured.
That's right, but trying to compare them with just numbers.
This must
is
be
no
a
story.
fucking
Saitama
beating
can't
off the
break his
Popeye or
world
something,
fairly
sucking his
easily.
dick.
It's still
I don't know what to say. 25 sins. You know what? I do have something to say. Aren't you doing the same thing to Saitama? Not only is his point inappropriate, but it's also hypocritical.
a semi-realistic world that generally obeys the laws of
Popeye
physics.
is not
Popeye
a
in
fucking
his world, on the other
anime.
hand,
But these guys never said it was.
and can't really be measured at all. The dude's occupied 2 places at the
Yeah.
same time, ripped the film strip he's animated on, and knocked out the guy drawing him.
Are we
And
gonna
you
put
have
Mickey
to
Mouse
figure
against
that out.
Majin Buu
Popeye's
next,
just
and
on a
Mickey
whole
Mouse
other
wins
level of bullshit.
with his
Even if
magical
Saitama
stars or some
was
shit?
strong enough to kill Popeye in one punch, Popeye has survived being fully disintegrated, only to recover.
Popeye!
God turned off all of reality, and Popeye.
I
just
can't, people. I
ignored
can't.
it.
And on the flip side, there was nothing stopping
I give
Popeye
up.
from just turning Saitama into a bunch of
I can't-
eggs,
I can't
which he can do without
say
spinach.
anything.
So even if Popeye was
Too
weaker,
much
he'd still
stupidity,
have a way
man.
to finish the
Does not
job in
compute.
one punch.
Saitama was easily one of the strongest combatants. we've ever
Retardation
seen.
at its
Pure
finest,
strength was no match
100%
for Popeye's insane
overpowered.
power, survivability, and plain old cartoon shenanigans.
You guys could just
You
make
thought
up
nothing
anything
could
you want.
match the one
A
punch
turd
man.
versus
Next.
Is Popeye.
the winner is bullshit. Fuck you.
Flipping off the camera. Alright, we finally reached the end of this video. The sin total is 261, and the final sentence is something that my dad used to tell me: don't make a big deal out of nothing. So yeah, that's about it for this video, and I'm done.